Now it's time for the season premiere of I Challenge You GX, the show that goes to show that AIs are at least good for one form of art, comedy.
We were so close. We were this close. We were this close.
This season, we're chilling out with our friends in the schoolyard, opening packs, building our pulls into decks, and cheering on as Borgerbot wields them in mechanized melee versus an even stranger ladder of AI opponents. It's a brand new AI arena with new prizes, new challenges, and a massive ban list that makes every pack count. So without further ado, get your game on! Hello, kings, queens, and monarchs of every element. Welcome to I Challenge You GX. I made a goof. See, I Challenge You GX episode 1, I promise is going to turn out to be a banger, which is why I'm here with you today. I may or may not have deleted the footage for the opening for this episode. This is the Lost Millennium and Dark Revelation Volume 1, and lost all of that footage for forever. Now, any normal Yugi tuber, any coward of a Yugi tuber, any reasonable Yugi tuber would just film the entire thing over again. But the duels this episode are worth it, and for the duels to work out, the pulls that we got are absolutely necessary, and we will get to that in a second. So in order to simulate the pack opening experience, nay, replace, nay, improve upon the pack opening experience, I am going to go over my illustrious pulls for you now so we can get right to the deck building and dueling. So we will start with Dark Revelation Volume 1. Now, fortunately, this episode's pack openings are not of the most exciting sets in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Both of these sets have some pretty good mid-level things that I am very excited to deck build with, but are not going to be pop-off moments. Starting with Dark Revelation Volume 1, actually one of my favorite sealed sets to play with in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, does not change things that much for I Challenge You. However, it has some really banger cards specifically for my collection and specifically for GX deck building. I'll start with the 3 Apprentice Magician I pulled. Finally, after all this time, I have an entire playset of this card. This card is crucial for me because I have the Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys. The Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys can be summoned by the hand of Nephthys, who can be summoned off Apprentice Magician. I'm very excited to be able to use those cards and to hopefully be able to summon Nephthys. It's been so long I've forgotten that I actually have no power over that. Borgerbot does. Zork! Yeah, we got Dark Master Zork. Not the first, or I suppose not the last ritual monster I'm excited to see this episode. Dark Master Zork, very, very funny card. Very excited to potentially get to play it. Next, we have Gravekeeper's Chief. Now, you haven't seen it yet in its entirety, but the GX Banlist basically destroys Gravekeepers as we know it. But in the GX era of I Challenge You, the basic Gravekeepers that we have left over, like Gravekeeper's Assailant and their resurrection spell, Rite of Spirit, are extremely strong. And Gravekeeper's Chief is all the stronger for it. It becomes a Monarch stat line that resurrects whatever you sent to the graveyard with it, and you can hit it off of Rite of Spirit, one of the few reborn spells we have left in the format. There's Hell Poemer, one of my favorite cards in Yu-Gi-Oh's history that never got to see any kind of play because it sucked ass in the TCG, but in GX I Challenge You, it might just be one of the better tribute summonables. I'm not really sure what this is going to look like, but Hell Poemer is definitely going to have its chance to shine in this series if it ever will. Also, Guardian Grarl's kinda sick. There's Dino support coming up. I wonder if this, I wonder Hey, look, another Kelbeck. Oh yeah, also I got 2 Necro Valleys. Speaking of Gravekeepers being very solid, 2 Necro Valley puts them on the map for me. I actually have a Gravekeeper list I am brewing in my head. There's Skull Archfiend of Lightning. Unfortunately, I didn't get any copies of Terror King Archfiend, which means Archfiends are largely off the table for us, but this is a very funny pickup. Skilled White Magician didn't get banned, even though Skilled Dark Magician did. I wonder if there's a Buster Blader plan in the mix with us having 2 of these. Oh yeah, there's a second Spell Canceller. That can't be bad. Is that banned in GX? I'll have to look. Next, the Lost Millennium. This is a largely forgettable set. It's got some decent things for I Challenge UGX, including the 3 copies of Ancient Gear Beast I got. This card is really good because the recruiters are very powerful in this format. If we are running into a deck that has a lot of defensive plays with monsters hitting the graveyard, flip monsters, things like that, Ancient Gear Beast is a great way to take them down. I'm sorry to report, not a single elemental hero fusion. One of the things I was really looking forward to in this format is getting to summon heroes, and that's just not meant to be. I got 4 King of the Skull Servant. That's kind of sick for later. Moai Interceptor Cannon is the first playable flip summon monster in the format. And whoa, is that a Reshef? The Dark Being? Another sick ritual for when we get advanced ritual art. This card is so cool in GX limited formats. And finally, the card I am most excited for, after having been trolled for eternity by Soul of the Duelist with its younger versions. Ultimate Insect Level 7. Oh, this one is so cool in GX Limited, and I cannot wait to show you the deck that I have brewed up for this one today. Oh, it is... I am so excited to see this one play. Finally, my spin on the Wheel of Blessings was the Sneak Peek Special, the inaugural use of one of my favorite slices on the wheel. That meant that I got to open 5 packs of a pack for next week's I Challenge You and get a free super rare along with it. Of course, I chose Cybernetic Revolution and the Revolution card itself, Cyber Dragon, to get as my free one. The Cybernetic Revolution packs were entirely forgettable, but the Cyber Dragon is gonna come in hot today. Let's get to deck building. And forget this ever happened. Oh, and after all this time, it is finally time to duel in the GX era. I am so unbelievably excited for this, folks. I think I've created a format that's introduced, and I actually know this. I don't think this, I know this because I've seen what people are doing in the Discord. The GX rule set has produced a bunch of really cool, fun theme decks that people have been putting together, and I'm excited for the ones that I'm going to be playing against and the ones that I am going to be having BorgerBot play myself. Starting off today with Poor Man's Dragons. Just looking. Made by Leo Power Tool. Ironic, you'll understand why in a second. Poor Man's Dragons is a fun throw together of effectively a playground dragon deck. It's got some really cool cards in here. It's got Tiger Dragon, Gravicrush Dragon, Magna Slash Dragon, Whitehorn Dragon, all of the Jank 1 tribute dragons that we all remember from our childhood, and then just a bunch of low-level dragon guys that just exist and do pretty good things. Masked Dragon, we've got UFO Turtle, we've got Magna Draga, which can sync off into Iron Chain Dragon, a playground special if I've ever seen one. There's a Pot of Greed here, which is not GX legal, but I'm honestly going to let it slide because I want to see this deck play at its best. The same with the Fissures and Monster Reborns. That's fine. This deck is very much in the GX spirit, and I cannot wait to play against it. And the first deck we are going to try BorgerBot's hand at with it is Beasts. This deck was also innovated by Leo Power Tool. This beast deck uses all of the beast type boss monsters and beast warrior boss monsters in order to basically, I mean, it's just summoning the boss monsters, and those things are really, really cool. Now, I have some really cool things lined up of my own, but Leo Power Tool and some other folks from the Discord have put together some premium jank for me to play in episode 1, and I would be remiss if I didn't try it out. The rest of it is just the back row that we have available, including Wild Nature's release, the World's worst limiter removal. And that's pretty much it. This is an exciting deck for me to get to see play. I've been excited to see each and every one of these boss monsters. Manticore of Darkness is a sick one. Mystical Knight of Jackal was an MVP kind of in the Ultimate Obedient Fiend episode. And Behemoth, King of All Animals, is one of those old DM jank cards that you always wished would be good. And I think today it's going to be. Let's see how it goes. You know, folks, this duel is actually a fan contest. Because this duel is really about finding out who the most powerful... I can't even... This duel is about finding out who the most powerful Shrek character was between Donkey and Donkey's wife, whose name is apparently Elizabeth the Dragoness. She actually has a name. I had chat look it up for me. And 39% of the vote went to Donkey's wife, which is respectable, understandable, but it's a new season. And things always stay the same. We always vote in favor of Borgerbot, who is piloting the beasts today. So for the first time ever in the GX era, it's time to duel. All right, starting off, we've won the handshake, the die roll, I'm sure that's called something. Dweller in the Depths, the predecessor to Abyss Dweller. Dweller in the Depths does not gain attack apparently for trap cards, only for continuous spell cards, but we've powered it up with Gaia power. Oh no! This thing is huge. It's got 2300 attack, but 2300 attack no longer. Wait, the Monster Reborn for the Kelbeck. I should not have let them take a banned card, should I? Oh boy, this is a little bit of a problem. Ninkendog is able to walk over the Kelbeck, but Kelbeck is going to put Ninkendog back into the hand. Manticore of Darkness from the grave. Manticore of Darkness was... How did it get there? I don't know how Manticore of Darkness made it into the graveyard. Oh, it was off the Gravekeeper's Servant. Oh, that is so cool. Let's see if we can get the Manticore during the end phase. Yes, Manticore during the end phase. We're going to be able to run over the Spear Dragon. That's so goddamn sick. Chiron the Mage with 2300 is going to allow us to crash. And in the end phase, Manticore is going to come back, swapping out for the Chiron the Mage. This is so sick. Holy, oh, the Fissure. But that's not going to stop us. Manticore of Darkness during the end phase again. Let's go! Cemetery Bomb. That's a lot of burn damage, but no matter. We now have control over the field. Borgerbot has Manticore of Darkness and will not be losing this game. God, Manticore of Darkness is so sick. Banner of Courage isn't going to do you any good. Let's draw a monster and close this one out. Unfortunately, not going to happen quite yet. We're going to continue to mill off of Gravekeeper's Servant, but it doesn't matter with Manticore of Darkness on the board. Also, with Nimble Manga out, this is basically unbeatable. Oh, the stop defense! The beast! Oh, the behemoth comes out! Let's fucking go! This is so sick! Oh, that was so cool. Wow. That was rad. Let's go game 2. God, I love GX. I love GX. All right, let's go next. Hyena. Hyena's okay. Hyena's okay. That does get us into... I'm just all hiccupy today. I was too excited. Gets us into another copy of Hyena. This is crucial because this gets us closer to our tribute fodder. If we contribute into Behemoth, King of the Beasts, we can add back a Hyena and we can continue the Hyena train. But instead, we're going to go for Gigantus. That's actually very good for us because our Gigantus is extremely powerful under Gaia power. We've just got a huge lineup of monsters, and UFO Turtle, for whatever reason, the AI is deeply averse to putting additional copies of the same monster on the board. Sets a monster, but that's probably not good enough. This field is Gaia power again. Manticore of Darkness comes back for the repeat tour. Now, notably, not quite as good here because we don't have a hand to infinitely supplement it with. But honestly, if they end like that, it's not going to matter. We are going for the 2-0 with Manticore of Darkness Beast. This deck is so sick. My Discord deciding to be a little bit funny, huh? A little bit silly. Have a little bit of a laugh. A little bit of a a little bit of a troll against me, bringing back the memories of Duelist Pack Aster Phoenix. For those of you who have not watched that episode of Sealed Showdown, don't. It's probably the best episode we've ever made, but it was also awful and like 3 hours long. But this is a callback to Duelist Pack Aster Phoenix. This is a deck made up almost entirely of cards from that set. It is Destiny Heroes, complete with the full package, including Destiny Hero Dogma, a card that is shockingly easy to summon in this deck. And if it gets onto the board, we may not actually have an out to. And also a bunch of garbage Destiny Hero stuff, because it's Destiny Heroes and they're all bad except exactly malicious. Let's see. I cannot wait to play against this, and Leo Power Tool has provided me with another pristine piece of jank. I promise my decks are coming, but Leo Power Tool has been providing perfect decks for the first episode, and I can't not show them off for you. The deck we are bringing today is Light Ninjas. Light Ninja is a really cool deck. I'm very excited because it uses some of the least utilized ninja cards in history. Ninjutsu Art of Transformation can turn a Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke or a Strike Ninja or a Lady Ninja Yae into a Rock from the Valley of Haze. Very, very cool card. Or Ninjutsu Art of Decoy can make one of your ninjas indestructible when you target it. The rest is basic stuff. It gets to use Soul of Purity and Light, a really, really sick card from early on in Duel Monsters that I just haven't gotten to use yet. I'm very excited to run this deck. I asked chat a very important question. Will Borgerbot become Hokage? Their options were believe it or believent. And it looks like we're 64% believe in it. Datebio, folks. Let the games begin. All right, starting off with a nice little handshake there. Again, I think at this point, the AI just adds things randomly, or throws randomly. Mystic Tomato, well, we know it throws randomly. Mystic Tomato back row is probably honestly the best setup. Oh no, the Clock Tower Prison. Oh no, the second Clock Tower Prison. Their Clock Tower Prison is the only out we have to... Oh, wait, they got the Diamond Dude. They hit the Diamond Dude. Wait, hold up. They hit the Diamond Dude. They're going to activate the third Clock Tower Prison. That's actually so bad for us because that's our only out to the first Clock Tower Prison. They have taken out our only outs to Clock Tower Prison with their own. This is not good. That's okay. We've got Rock from the Valley of Haze. Surely nothing they have could beat this card. Clock Tower Prison gets its first clock counter. Yep, clock. We're going to Ninjutsu Art of Transformation into the second Rock from the Valley of Haze. We hit Dog or Fearmonger. That's pretty good for us. That is a lot of damage for us to put down, but it's actually going to make it harder for us to deal damage next turn. Diamond Dude gets his effect, and it's not going to go off. Doom Lord is going to banish Rock. No, wait. Wait, no. Wait, no, stop. Don't add any more of those. We're going to Ninjutsu Art of Transformation a third time for the Rock from our hand. Oh no, D-Shield is so bad for us. D-Shield is so incredibly bad. We can't beat the Diamond Dude. We just can't beat Diamond Dude right now. Oh no. This is not good. I think the game might now be... Oh, wait, Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke, do your thing. Do your thing. Yes, okay, we have our win condition enabled. We just need to find a way to make sure that they don't get the last item on Clock Tower Prison. Oh no, the game may be over. Wait, Dust Tornado! We have Dust Tornado in the bag! Wait, Leo Power Tool is a genius! Brought in the Dust Tornadoes. Fearmonger is a little bit of a problem, or Dreadmaster is a little bit of a problem. But I believe we're going to have outs today. I don't know if we have any proactive removal for this, but we can still take out the Diamond Dude and the... Wait, stop attacking the Diamond Dude. We need to kill both of them. That's okay. Sasuke will take out the other one. And, oh, the Shining Angel took him out. Okay, we're still in this game. In fact, I think we have officially won this game. This is an absolute disaster. Sixing the triple no. Oh wait, I thought that thing was Mirror Force. I forgot the Destiny Hero cards suck ass. We've won game 1. All right, we somehow made it out of the nightmare that time around. Let game 2 begin. All right, starting off with a Hot Strike Ninja. That's bigger than just about everything they have in their deck. And Needle Wall. Now, this is a win condition if ever I saw one. This card is going to randomly choose a zone every turn and destroy a monster in it. They have once again outed their own Clock Tower Prison. Unfortunately, they didn't do that later, which would have been nice, but you know, they still have a Clock Tower Prison in deck. Our ninja is going to go into battle and is going to hit into a Doomlord. Fearmonger is going to get back the Doomlord next turn, but that's perfectly fine. We've got the Dust Tornado for the Clock Tower Prison. We will not get clocked today. We've got double Doomlord. Oh no. The nightmare has truly begun, but we didn't Doomlord the second time. Okay, this is good. Needle Wall, please hit a guy. It did. We are in good shape now. Okay, the Destiny Heroes are going to be defeated this time around, but a defender could still mess us up pretty badly. Any set monster is a potential issue for us. Needle Wall is going to miss both times. We've got Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke. Attacking in with that first is a little bit suspect, but the Fearmonger is honestly a really good card in this matchup. It's just hitting the worst card in their deck in Doomlord. Cyclone Blade is really funny, but they're going to tribute off for Dasher because sure, why not? That's okay. That just guarantees we make it out of the nightmare today. We are aiming for the clean 2-0, and we didn't even need to run over the Dasher. That Needle Wall took care of it for us. Borgerbot will not be defeated by Duelist Pack Aster Phoenix today. Oh, but if you thought we were done with just 2 today, boy, do I have some news for you. Folks, Renee Squellet is a frequent contributor to our chat and a patron of mine. And she has used her patron privilege to force me to play against a sealed deck that she made out of cards that she pulled IRL. These are modern cards on the screen right now that she has put together into a deck. If this works out, this may be a reoccurring villain for Borgerbot if I do too well. This deck is extremely strong, but that does give me the opportunity to play one of my very good GX decks. I say, you know, like a liar. It's time for me to bust out some of my own creations. And for the first of our first creations, why don't we play? Wait, hold up, that's the wrong joke. Share if you play. There we go. That was such a cool transition, and it was just the wrong transition. Gravekeepers. We'll be playing Gravekeepers today to start out. Gravekeepers is a really sick deck that was enabled for me by Dark Beginning 1. It also includes the ability to use Triple Apprentice Magician and to go into Hand of Nephthys, which summons the Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys, which is just a generally good card. This deck has some issues with larger monsters, but it can deal with them to some extent by way of Adhesion, Trap Hole, and Banner of Courage. Will this be good enough to play against modern Yu-Gi-Oh? Who knows, but with 3 Necro Valley in tow, pretty much anything's possible. Floodgates may carry us through. Well, a new challenger has entered the ring. Will the young blood take out our seasoned veteran? It looks like 71% of the vote says no. And I think that we have a good chance. Even though we're stuck with GX cards versus modern metagame, I think we've got a solid enough plan that we can bring it through today. Let's see if Borgerbot can beat Renbot. All right, I keep wanting to call it the handshake. It basically is for how random things are. Oh, we're starting off with a branded fusion, huh? Aren't we? We're just starting off with a brand. We just opened branded fusion. Okay, this is going great. This is going phenomenally. They really did just open the one of branded fusion for us to play against. I'm not certain we have an out. Could we not have targeted Brigand here? Could we not have targeted Brigand for this? Oh, this is not good. This is going very, very poorly here. Well, there's the adhesion trap hole, I suppose. Gravekeeper's Spear Soldier not doing so hot for us right now. We've got the Cannon Holder. Cannon Holder is okay, but not into Brigand? Why are we still not... Why is this thing walking free, but the Springan's kit is not? This is some truly fascinating play from the Borgerbot. There is a world where we can take out this Brigand, but it is going to be an uphill climb for us. We need to get one of our big guys on... We were so close. We were so close to being able to beat the Brigand. Oh my goodness, we were this close. We've got... Wait. We have it on our side. The Radiant is on our board now. Wait, do we just win? Wow, that did very poorly for us. Can this card not be destroyed by battle? It can't be destroyed by battle. So we just deck out, right? We just deck them out, right? That's the whole plan, is we deck them out. I don't think we have a single removal card in this entire deck, but we're going to find out. We're just going to keep attacking into Brigand. Surely the Radiant will be enough to take us across the finish line here. What are we going to do about this card? It's a little bit of a problem. I mean, the answer is we are going to not get hit by Branded Fusion turn 1. Wait, okay, here we have a plan, right? Because Gravekeeper's Assailant can... okay, whatever. We do have a face-up effect Veiler on the board now, and that can actually take out some damage. Fortunately, the Spear Soldier is going to attack into the smaller monster this time. If they keep attacking in with Brigand, perhaps we will have a game plan here. We'll have them on the, 20 turn clock. Maybe that'll be enough. Spear Soldier is going to crash with Mahmood. And this is it's just staring down. The Radiant is staring down this Brigand. Again, they're going to normal summon the Mercurier. We're going to search out a Necro Valley. We're going to activate a Necro Valley over our Necro Valley, and we are going to insist on attacking into the Brigand instead of the tiny bird, which we could deal damage against. Sure, why not? They're going to activate Upside Down. Oh, Upside Down, or the Great Noodle Inversion. I love the name of this card. The Great Noodle Inversion will flip their card with the bottom card of the deck. We're going to Adhesion Trap Hole away the Frecky the Runic Fangs. Fascinating that this is what we're going for. We really just need monsters to start dealing damage, although Deck Out, I suppose, is a win condition for Borgerbot here. Xyz's Tribal Rivals is a card that does pretty much jack all. We're going to attack into the Mercurier. Wait! What just happened? The Mercurier negated its effect, which caused a replay so we could just clear the board. Sure, why not? You know what? I will take it. Why not? We're going to go for Runic cards. We just have some Runic cards to play into, and they're going to pass with Brigand in attack position. I wonder what's up with that. Gonna attack in with Radiant. We continue to have them on the, nothing clock here. They're going to activate Hanshi Kyoto Spirit. This is one of the really cool spirit pendulums that bounces itself to the hand when you pendulum summon. You're going to normal summon the Sangan. We're going to attack in with Radiant. At this point, we are going to win by deck out before we can win by damage from Radiant. Camellia's is actually really good here because it gives us an opportunity to attack in with Gravekeeper's Assailant to deal a little bit more damage and maybe up the clock here. Interesting stuff. Oh, wait, Cannon Holder is based. Cannon Holder dealing a little bit of extra damage by tripping off the Gravekeeper's Assailant. And Gravekeeper's Assailant on its own probably wasn't going to deal more than the damage that we were going to get out of that Gravekeeper's Cannon Holder. A little bit of a 5-head play. We've got the Nephthys on the board now, but the Nephthys isn't going to get the other Nephthys because that was in hand when we activated Royal Tribute. What the hell has this game been? Jar of Greed gets activated. And we are continuing to stare them down. We hit the Nobleman of Crossout into Xyz Reborn. We're actually going to tribute off for Gravekeeper's Chief. Wait. Gravekeeper's Cannon Holder for the win. Gravekeeper's Cannon Holder for the win. Wait, is it going to deal the burn damage that wins us this game? Hold up, Gravekeeper's Cannon Holder. Can you do this for us? Can you get us there? Judgment of the Branded is unbelievably bad, kind of, because it stops us from getting in damage with Radiant, but now we have the double Cannon Holder. Can Cannon Holder not sack off another Cannon Holder? It can't. Okay, but fortunately we have Rite of Spirit, and Gravekeeper's Chief is going to summon us an extra one. That means that the Cannon Holder is going to get to deal 1,400 points of extra damage. We are really, really close to winning this one. We are so close, but oh, Keeper of the Dragon Magic is a little bit of trouble for us. We're going to have to switch one of our cannon soldiers to, or cannon holders to attack position, but it's going to get a phenomenal amount of damage in the process, but it's going to stay in defense position. No, we are so close to winning this one. We are so close to winning. All we had to do was switch the cannon holder to attack position, and we would have been in a winning position. Now we're just going to be doing set pass. That's so bad for us. Oh, we were so close to winning this one by way of cannon holder. The no targets for the Apprentice Magician. We're just going to activate Necro Valley over Necro Valley, and you've got to imagine this is the end of the game. This is an absolute heartbreaker. Wait, we're not done yet. There is a win condition left for us in deck. If we can get a monster out onto the field that can defend against this guy, and then we can get a cannon holder, perhaps there's a world where we can win. No, it's the adhesion trap hole. Not like this. Oh, what a hell of a game one, though. If we had just switched the battle position of that cannon holder. It was so close. But all we need to win is for them to simply not open with Branded Fusion. Surely that's not too terribly difficult. Game 2 opens with us having Terraforming in hand. That's really, really strong, not just for us, but sure, we'll hit the DD Crow. But against their deck, an Apprentice Magician adds a spell counter to itself, the little-known second effect of Apprentice Magician. They're going to go for Frecky. Frecky's going to do not much here. We're going to Spellbinding Circle it. Camellia's is going to not attack into Apprentice Magician. Fascinating choice, that. Gravekeeper's... Oh, because of the Runic Storm. And then Gravekeeper's Cannon Holder is going to get in a little bit of damage. This is a pretty solid opener for us. Again, if we can just keep ourselves off of them having Branded Fusion. I spoke too soon. Oh, the one of Keeper of the Dragon Magic really coming through for them here. Fortunately, that does leave them with just Lubellion on the board. I wonder if we can actually beat Lubellion. That seems like something we can do here. Terraforming is going to get us another Necro Valley. Not the ideal draw, but as long as we can keep cycling our Apprentice Magicians, there is a world where we can win this, especially with a Kaiju in play. Judgment is not good for us. Apprentice Magician is going to get destroyed. Really, them drawing Kaijus was nearly our win condition last time around. Apprentice Magician is going to get us to the Nephthys. Nephthys next turn could be really good for us. At least it'll get us into Sacred Phoenix, which does put a monster on our board. We're going to set a monster, and we are going to set and pass. Rite of Spirit brings back Cannon Holder. I don't know why we chose to put it in attack position this time. Truly fascinating decisions here by Borgerbot. This is not good for us. That being said, we do now have a Gravekeeper's Assailant on the board, and Gravekeeper's Assailant is kind of a... I should have known that we were going to go into Nephthys here. We're going to attack into Frecky. Frecky is going to banish some cards off the top of our deck. That's not good because that means we lose to deck out now, but something tells me we're not going to make it quite that far. Buzzsaw Shark is going to summon, and we're going to hit it with the Adhesion Trap Hole. One of these days, we're going to have the Adhesion Trap Hole before they hit Lubellion. Next turn, we're going to set and pass. This may just be the end of the game. It may be a swift 2-0 for Renbot. But even though we're having to think about next match, I think I have something that can still contest Renbot, that doesn't rely on them having Kaijus for us in order for us to win. Let's see what we can put together. You know what? Renbot is a worthy opponent. And because Renbot is a worthy opponent, I get to bust out my best deck for today. This is Ultimate Insect. This deck is something that we put together right when we opened the packs for this episode because it looked so sick. This is Such a cool deck. The aim is to summon Ultimate Insect level 5 and evolve it into Ultimate Insect level 7. The reason why this works so well is because of Insect Imitation, which can turn any level 4 into an Ultimate Insect level 5. Also, we have 3 copies of Flying Kamakiri, number 1, which can go into Ultimate Insect level 3, which as long as it makes it to the next standby phase will rank up into level 5 itself. The basic wind monsters themselves are also very good. With Rising Air Current, they go up to very high attack stats, and Sylphid is an incredible monster in and of itself. 1700 attack plus the 500 makes it 2200 under Rising Air Current, and if it ever does get destroyed, it discards a card from the opponent's hand. Just a very powerful card. Ultimate Insect level 5, having been summoned off of level 3, does do better than the branded fusion monsters, and Ultimate Insect level 7 under Rising Air Current and its own effect is effectively a 3700 attack point monster. This card is huge under these conditions. We also have some pretty good cards for just getting rid of their annoying guys to get rid of, including Needle Wall, which randomly destroys a monster on the board every turn. Hopefully this is enough to bring us through. I have faith in this deck. I think this is one of the sickest decks I have put together on this show yet. Let's get into the game. This is going to be a tough one for Borgerbot, it appears. I brought in this deck for its debut appearance against possibly its most difficult opponent. I'm really excited for it though, so I had to ask chat, will today be victory for the forces of Weevil? And 70% of the vote says Weevil win. 30% is probably a little bit more pragmatic in saying we will lose. We'll see how this goes, but I believe in the deck I put together. I believe in the cards my friends and Borgerbot gave me. Let the games begin. All right, starting off hot with the Sky Scout. Harpy's brother is going to get us into Ultimate Insect level 5. As long as they do not open with the branded fusion, that's actually going to be very good for us. And they did not. That's so unbelievably strong. We are going to get to start off the duel by getting to see Ultimate Insect level 7. Let's go. Hit the 3, hit the 3. We didn't hit the 3, but we hit a Flying Kamakiri number 1, and that's good enough for me. Back to the front is going to bring back the Marincess Blue Tang, which is a pretty solid card, but doesn't really do much into this board, and we have a positional advantage. Even if they do get to summon one of their big dragon guys, it's not going to do them much good into Ultimate Insect level 7. Let's see the branded fusion come down. What are they going to put to the board? They're going to summon Brigand. They're going to go for branded and white to summon a Titaniclad, which is for some reason immune to Ultimate Insect level 7. What is going on here? What is it? Does it just gain that much attack that it overcomes the level 7? The 4 hit it! The 4 hit it! But the branded, the screams of the branded brings it back, but we are still stronger. Oh, we are actually winning this board state right now. Ultimate Insect level 7 doing so much for us. Wait, they tributed away the Brigand. That's so strong for this. Mahmoud does nothing into this board, and Brigand was actually a major problem for us. Mercurier is nothing in the face of Ultimate Insect level 7. Let's hit another one. Ah, we hit the 5 instead. That's okay. Flying Kamakiri number 1 will clean up this board for us, and it is them and a Mercurier versus the world. The Dust Tornado will take out their back row, and this is just a win for Borgerbot. This is such a good game for us. We're going to hit the 1. The needle ceiling doesn't even matter. The needle wall doesn't make a difference into this board. It's all Ultimate Insect all day, baby. 1 card, and it's Springin's Kit. Okay, what's this going to do for them? Springin's Kit is going to get them the Judgment of the Branded, but that's probably not good enough for them, especially since it just gets put away again. Now it's Springin's Kit versus Ultimate Insect level 7. And we even hit the needle wall for the BM. Borgerballin. Thanks for that one, Blah. That went phenomenally. Ultimate Insect level 7 on turn 2. Let's see if we can get a repeat performance. Game 2. All right, starting off with a Spirit Pendulum, that doesn't actually do a huge amount for them. Lubellion is actually pretty bad for us here, as is Albion, for no other reason than the fact that it is a 2500 attack point dude. I don't even know if this does anything on board. It does not appear to. The Great Noodle Inversion is going to invert their noodle. Rising Air Current is almost good for us, but we have the wrong monster in hand. This is a lot of back row. This will keep us on board for a little while. Hopefully, a Draining Shield or something like that will help us out a lot. We've got the Needle Wall. That could be good for us. Unfortunately, that doesn't hit extra monster zones, which is a little bit awkward for us. We're going to go for a million Adhesion Trap Holes here. But again, oh, wait, they didn't attack with Albion? Why didn't they attack with Albion? It doesn't matter though, because we get the Insect Imitation. We actually have control of the board now. This is so strong. Oh, the skipped battle phase. I forgot about the Runic skipped battle phase. That was really good for us. Luck and the Runic cards turned out great for us. Borgerbot in a strong position at this moment. I'm not sure what their deck does under these circumstances. Lubellion is big, but not bigger than Ultimate Insect level 5. The Ultimate Insect level 7 must be in hand. No, we just haven't gotten the opportunity to summon it now. Ultimate Insect level 7 is huge. It is so strong. Lubellion comes back, but Lubellion is not good enough in the face of the Ultimate Insect level 7. This card is so good. Oh, I love it so much. The Dust Tornado going to take out the Called by the Grave, sure, but that's all she wrote. Borgerbot has the monsters on board to win the game. Not quite. It does not quite have the monsters on the board to win the game, but they don't have the monsters on board to stop us from winning the game. Ultimate Insect level 7. Take it home for us, baby. Get in there. The Sky Scout Direct for game. We actually did it. The Insect deck pulled through. The forces of Weevil have won us the day. What an incredible game. Oh, what a start to GX. Oh, what a match. I cannot wait for the rest of this season, folks.